Feel free to check out my TeePublic after the video, and support me on Patreon. Watch till the end of the video for more. Primal Warrior Draco Azul #1 was already an incredibly fun read, and for the last year I kept wondering how the story would play out after this introduction to such a unique and interesting character. For more of my thoughts on the previous issue, check out my review on Primal Warrior Draco Azul #1. For those unaware, Draco Azul is a giant robot who battles giant monsters named Diablos in Mexico. The character was created by Andres Perez, aka Kaiju Noir, with the intention of being a love letter to classic mecha and tokusatsu such as Mazinger Z and Ultraman. While the first issue is played out like a very fun pilot episode to a classic tokusatsu mecha series, this second issue gives us a closer look to its main character, Eric Martinez, the pilot of Draco Azul. Issue 2 opens with yet another monster battle, as it showcases Draco Azul's abilities and fighting style. We're also introduced to a new character named Ramona, who would eventually cross paths with Eric. A great chunk of this issue is dedicated to their interactions, and Andres does a fantastic job making their chemistry believable, and I'm greatly looking forward to seeing more of them in the future. Especially if Ramona is going to be rocking that sick Go Nagai-inspired jacket. And in classic Ultraman and Mazinger fashion, Draco Azul battles yet another Diablo towards the end, where it not only stays true to its mecha and tokusatsu-inspired roots, but we also see how piloting Draco Azul is affecting the mental state of our main character. This story was put together very well, and just like the previous issue, it's simple yet effective. The exposition doesn't bog anything down whatsoever, and I greatly look forward to what's next. The art by Tyler Souls is still very good. Whereas the first issue combined the aesthetics of classic monster films and anime, this one feels more like a western with its heavy use of browns, yellows, and oranges. Though my one problem with this issue is that I wished some of the panels felt more consistent and flowed a little better. I'm not a big comic making expert, and it's probably a limitation sort of deal considering that this is an indie comic after all, but I do wish just a few more panels were made so the progression of the story felt a bit more natural. I also liked how the monsters look more unique than the previous issue, as they went from looking like suitmation creatures to something more complex in nature. As for the availability of Primal Warrior Draco Azul #2, you can purchase the Kindle version from Amazon for $4.99, links in the description. This comic will also be available on Comixology for $4.99, but it's currently under review and probably won't be ready for purchase until sometime in the fall. As for physical copies, they should be available sometime near the end of the month at $10. And as of now, a novel-length anthology titled Primal Warrior Draco Azul Full Metal Chronicles is in the works, as it takes place between issues 1 and 2, including 5 short stories and a bonus one, based on another giant robot project Andres is working on. I'm not allowed to say anything about said project, but imagine if Gundam, Mad Max, and Godzilla got thrown into a blender of awesomeness. Oh, and be sure to give a like to the official Primal Warrior Draco Azul Facebook page. Links also in the description. Overall, Primal Warrior Draco Azul #2 is yet another very fine addition to Andres Perez's mecha tokusatsu-inspired universe. I cannot stress this enough, but I want more. And another thing I can't stress enough is that if you like to see more videos like this, then you can support me on Patreon, where you can get early access to videos, receive updates, behind-the-scenes content, commissioned video requests, and receive a t-shirt of your choice from my TeePublic. Once I reach enough patrons, I will review the hit anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. So if that's something you like to see, then go support me on Patreon. But more importantly, go purchase your copy of Primal Warrior Draco Azul #2 today, and show Andres and the many talents behind the comic your support. Feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and this is TitanGoji, presenting you with a reference montage.